So, what does a major company do when hit with the lack of leadership at the height of their season? First, you rely on the dancers to uphold the energy and remain focused. Second, you look to the associate artistic director. In this case, it's none other than Matthew Rushing, leading the helm by example, the way he danced his way into our hearts when he first came to Ailey 2 as a young dancer. And need I say, he is a brilliant choreographer who I believe the world has yet to see all that he can do. You're not awake, folks, if you haven't heard about it. Everyone's talking, and all the ears are out on the streets saying, what, when, why, who will be the next to carry the torch? Good afternoon, and welcome to Bring It to the Marley, a show dedicated to all things dance, the dance floor, the place where dreams are imagined, lives are disrupted, and decisions are made. I am your host, Dwana Smallwood. If you don't know, be informed and on notice. The New York Times reported about a month ago that a transition is upon us. The famed Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater has been rocked by the sudden resignation of its longtime director, Robert Battle, due to health reasons. Everyone at some point in their lives struggles and needs a little time to take care of their health. Leaders of huge organizations and corporations are no exception to the necessity of self-care. All I could think when I heard the news was, what will they do now and how will they move on from here and who will they get to continue the Ailey legacy and build upon the foundation he built? I immediately assumed the natural progression of things would be the answer, but according to the board of directors, they have begun a search to identify a new artistic director. And in their own words, they do so from a position of strength. A New York Times dance critic says that she has fears that the board will pass the torch to a dancer with vast experience inside the organization, but less experience watching dance in the larger world. But what makes an individual more qualified to direct or to step into the role of artistic director? I feel someone who knows the institution, the life of a dancer, but also has seen and experienced life in the world. To be an Ailey dancer, you should have been doing just that. Alvin Ailey believed you have to live life in order to bring something to the art and to the stage, not just dance in the world, but politics, community, culture. Who are you and what does the world need to see and hear? I also believe the board is working diligently, like they have in the past, to find someone who will add to what Ailey built and what Judith Jamison contributed and what Robert Battle expanded upon. Like many companies, Ailey is a well-oiled machine. It never was about one person. It is, however, about one message from one man, not one dancer or one director, yet about the people and dance, and the helping the world to see the contributions of Black people and our struggles, our beauty, our stories, and triumphs. What's been amazing is what the organization has been able to amass on Mr. Ailey's dream, and from that tiny company be able to now speak to audiences around the world. The stories and that of all the dancers over the years and the collective choreographers contributing to the fabric of the institution have helped to shape Ailey and have secured the company's future for generations to come. The New York Times critic also believes that Revelations, which is an American classic just like Nutcracker, is overperformed every year. An interesting statement to add to her article, but again, she has her opinion, and I have mine. Revelations is an American classic. It transcends race, culture, and class. It speaks to the soul of the human experience, and nothing illustrates the history, traditions, faith, and beliefs of the African American culture while telling the story of African American faith and tenacity from slavery to freedom through a suite of dances set to spirituals, gospels, and blues, music other than Revelations does so brilliantly. This can never be overdone. But with any large position comes challenges. So what will they do now? All I wish is that they find someone who will raise the bar and highlight the individual dancers' contributions more, who will let us in and see more of how that great machine runs and who helps to make it magical on a daily basis and who will continue to hold everyone involved accountable to its mission and core values. When I see the company today, for me, depending on the night I attend, it isn't consistent. Perhaps it's because I'm too attached and was once an Ailey dancer. I don't feel much. I was unimpressed. Now, I have been inspired by a few that keep me on the edge of my seat, but I always leave wanting more from them as a whole. When I was first introduced to the company back in the 80s, I was blown away. Now, I love sprinkles and a few individuals who stand out, but as a whole, they need more. I believe this is a greater issue across the dance world. Many teachers have been talking about the change in young dancers now, how you have to beg them to work and to give all of themselves. I call it the TikTok phase, where everyone marks the movement, goes viral, and believes they're hitting the step and being fierce. Many who have followed the company over the years know what I mean when I say heart, passion, fire, fierceness, grit, all the time. No matter what day you saw them, you were like, wow, these dancers, to name a few, if you ask me, it's time to recognize and to hold up all the dancers who've contributed to the fabric of the image and the reputation and the soul of Ailey. There will be no continuation of the Ailey magic and the spirit the dancers brought to the stage if there were not dancers like Donna Wood, April Berry, Nasha Thomas, Dwight Roden, Renee Robinson, Danny G, Andre Tyson, Sarita Allen. They were all superstars and should all be celebrated. Michael Thomas, Aubrey Lynch, Tony Pierce, Linda Denise, Corinne Plantadie, Curvin, and Antonio, and the list goes on. Sylvia Waters, Desmond Richardson, Matthew Rushing, Lydia Roberts. Each one of us has our favorites. Heck, Dwana Smallwood. The mission of the Alvin Ailey Dance Foundation is to further the pioneering vision of the choreographer, dancer, and cultural leader Alvin Ailey by building an extended cultural community which provides dance, performances, training, and education and community programs for all people. Ailey plays a crucial social role using the beauty and humanity of the African American heritage and other cultures to unite people of all races, ages, and backgrounds. With core values such as reaching excellence, innovation with passion, integrity, commitment and creativity, diversity, inclusivity, progress with purpose, and performance with respect, it's going to be a hefty job for whoever steps into the position, and I wish them great success. I would just wish for them to lead with integrity, take care of themselves, make their mark, and take the company and all of its programs, choreography, and dancers into the future, thinking of the state of our society and the needs of the community. Until we meet again, here's hoping you come back for more. Don't forget. Have yourself a fantabulous day, and don't you dare forget to keep on dancing. Bye.